Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Last time, we delved into the Forest Temple, rescuing several monkeys and spanking another, getting the Gale boomerang for our efforts. Now, back in the starting area, using our brand new shiny boomerang of wins and justice, we get the compass. This handy tool will show you where to find objects hidden in this dungeon. Check the map screen to look for them. Well, if it isn't something useful, as long as you have that, you should be able to find where the captured monkeys are, right? Kind of, Midna, kinda. It'll show us where there's treasure that we haven't gotten yet. I wouldn't over-rely on, oh, it does show you locations of monkeys. That's actually really cool. Dang, they're just making this more helpful. Yeah, so you can see where the monkeys are that you haven't hidden. They look like they've seen some stuff. But some chests don't appear until certain conditions are fulfilled and won't be reflected on the compass. So, you know, just keep that in mind. You know, it's not a replacement for being diligent, but it can show you where there's rooms that you don't have stuff. So we're gonna start off by going over to the right. And, okay, I've praised the Gale boomerang a little bit, like saying that it has really cool puzzle potential, and I do think that, but even though it hurts you when Ook has it, it doesn't really hurt enemies when you have it. And a thing that I miss is, you know, in Wind Waker, the boomerang, it could hurt things, but it could, you know, one-shot some enemies when you least expected it. Like, it would one-shot Babas and stuff like that. I kind of liked how the boomerang had combat utility when you least expected it, though, but here it is. Oh my god, he drowned! He landed in the water! So that's a tile worm. I'm actually gonna get hit right here. Ah! The way they attack you is just so funny to me and comedic, and I remember that as a kid I didn't really mind getting hurt by them because it was just so funny looking anyway. Okay, so we're gonna smack you guys. Just using AoE. Oh boy, okay. Oh geez. All right, well, we'll pull you out. Spin attack you both, knocking them both out at the same time. Aw, they even get to die together. We can put out fires with our Gale boomerang, causing these platforms to go down and get another piece of heart. Only 2 more for a heart container. It'd be 1 more if we were playing any other game. Have I mentioned how I like other games enough this video? No, okay, I'm happy to be here playing this. This is something that, hey, thanks! Damn! I didn't know you could do that! I was gonna climb up like some peasant though, but no, I let the tile worm do my walking for me. I didn't know that it was like the perfect arc to launch you up there. That's really good. Man, I've just been getting caught off guard by a lot of things like in these videos. I've just been finding a lot of things funny. Okay, so there's nothing else over here, but there is a chest in the left area that we haven't done. I didn't knock down all of these pots. We can do that. It is kind of ironic that once there's like a fairy spirit of legend or whatever living inside of your boomerang, it ironically makes it less powerful at killing things. I don't know, maybe the fairy doesn't believe in violence or something like that. It's gotta be like in their code or something. So back in this room, what happens if I boomerang you actually? Because I was just talking about what it does to Babas. Oh, wow! Oh, I ate my words! It does instantly kill them. Oh, wow! Always try things. Always try things that you haven't tried. Really, never assume something is terrible if you haven't tried it. I still stand by what I mean, that I prefer the instant feedback of the slingshot at taking out things like keys. I still do think that it should work on more enemies though, but the specific example that I cited actually does work. Well, shoot, how about that? And you can also lock on to enemies with the boomerang to make it easier and quicker to throw. That's a genuine combat utility for it. You got the big key! Use it to access the lair of this dungeon's boss! We're coming down to the end, aren't we? So where we wanna go now is, if we take a look at the map, we have not seen what's on the other side of the bridge that's right outside. We'll go there next. Chester, what are you doing? Chester? Chester! I'm going to take a picture. My cat Chester got into the cabinet that holds my printer paper and started trying to eat the plastic bags that the paper is kept in. My cats just love chewing on plastic. I've heard that it has a chemical reaction similar to catnip, and so they just think it tastes really good or whatever though, but they're just obsessed with chewing on any kind of plastic they can get their little grabby hands on. Now that we're back in this room, we can rotate this platform finally. And we could use that to move onward, but I don't want to do that. I'd rather rotate this. Oh, I'm ready for you. Yeah, got you without even being able to see. Oh, I have to finish you off. Oh, right in the balls, no! Oh God, Link, how could you? Now he'll never have children, even though he's already dead, so he wasn't going to anyway. Uku. I want to talk about Uku a little bit, as we haven't really had a chance to use those yet. I was gonna say I haven't really gotten hurt though, but that's not entirely accurate. Oh God, hello. You made these, didn't you? Well, you did really good on them. Come here. Come here. Slash. Are you gonna go down? I've hit you like 8 times. Thank you. No opportunity for a finisher. Well, at least I look cool. So Uku, Chester, what are you doing? Let's let her rip. I was gonna say, I gotta praise Uku because she is going to be pretty useful to us going forward, especially in hero mode. With there being a potion shop right outside and everything like that, could be good to just restock whenever you just need some health. The other thing about Uku is that she warps you back to the room that you used her in. She is excellent in that. It's, what? What? What do you mean? Oh God, no, speaking of low on health, oh my God! That was so mean! Why did they do that? I just thought, here, I'm gonna be clever and show that you can use the lantern to, I didn't know that could happen. I guess I've never fallen down that hole first or whatever. All right, now you're gonna get it. Throw. Freaking cheap enemy placement. This is what I think of you. He's done. Give me 20 rupees. That'll help pay for my healthcare bills. We'll climb back out of here. A thing that I gotta praise about the HD version that was improved. Climbing speed. Link climbed so freaking slow. He's like a locomotive going up a hill. It's just so freaking slow. And I never liked that about this. I'm happy that they corrected it. Swimming speed was also increased, which was also pretty slow to begin with, so good on you there. Yeah. Oh, Link, you got it. There is 1 bar left. He's like, here, over here, hit this one. Being able to run and swing your sword at the same time is excellent. Like, it's so nice just having it be non-committal like this. I think they did that because the motion controls, they wouldn't want the motion controls of the original to have you grinding to a halt all because you moved your hand a little bit too much. There's some snail shells down here. I've just always noticed them and like that little detail down here. You don't really see these anywhere else. Everything comes back to this place. We can now progress. There's a locked door over there that we don't have a key for. But there just so happens to be a treasure chest on the map. I need to stop breaking pots. I keep looking at pots and go, oh, I need health, but it's hard to train out of you after so many years. It is the gathering of the Conference of Monkeys. We are missing 2 of them before the Senate can meet today. I guess in order for us to check out the temple completely, we need the help of the monkeys. Ah, well, let's help out the rest of them. If we must. I can't believe how well this works out. My frickin' button shortcut that I didn't realize before. So there's that. I'm going to, nope, well, apparently not. Wow, you missed that shot. Worse way to go than just being slayed. Oh, this is a good opportunity to show this. So speaking of combat utilities of the Gale boomerang, It outright kills these guys, and you can target up to 5 of them at a time. Really good at clearing out an area before you go climbing on it. Can be nice. I'm pointing out a lot of good uses for this item after I was saying there really weren't a lot. I don't know if I'm remembering it wrong. I don't know if I'm... See, here's the thing. A lot of people don't realize this. I see a lot of people nowadays being all like, well, why can't they go back to the way that 3D Zelda games used to be? Why does everything have to be like Breath of the Wild? But back in these days, people were complaining about the formula getting stale. And by the time Skyward Sword was out, people were very ready for something new. And one of those things that bothered people was just dungeon design, where it's designed around the new item of the dungeon, and then that item never comes up again and isn't even useful in combat. That was a pretty regular thing. And remember, when you're not playing in hero mode, you're not really looking for all these clever little interactions that you can do to avoid combat, or, you know, at least avoid taking damage. You're just kind of rushing in and button mashing and swinging your sword because you're taking like a quarter heart of damage whenever the enemies hurt you. And even if they do, big deal, they're gonna drop a whole heart when defeated. So you're gonna come out ahead, you might as well just button mash. It's faster and mindless and doesn't require you to do all of the stuff. That's a reason that I chose hero mode. Twilight Princess has an amazing amount of combat options available to you, and there's little interactions that I'm still finding all of the time. And I feel like that wouldn't be the case if I wasn't forced to do that. If I could just rush through the game and, you know, swing my sword at everything and not really use my items, that would be the case. So I feel like Twilight Princess isn't the most egregious example of this, but it doesn't change the fact that people had kind of caught on to the design philosophies and they were getting that there. That is so cool that you can use that to launch a bombling at something. Let's see, what do you... Die? Okay, it just stuns him, so it doesn't take him out. It is the daddy version after all. Oh, I got the trailer pose, nice. I remember getting stuck here for a while too, where I would try to do this, where I was locking it onto that, and it just hits the corner and blows up. So what you really need to do is grab it yourself. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! I hit the enemy, but I didn't hit the rock I was aiming at. Saw you off of the wall, or off the ceiling. The ceiling is just a wall, but rotated. It's some deep philosophy that I got for you today. Stab you a few times. Stabs are great because you keep your distance from them better and you use the full reach of your sword, avoiding having to get up close and personal to an enemy. So you'll see me using the stab a lot in this run. There it is. Drop it. And thankfully, we didn't blow the monkey to smithereens on the inside. So in that room, we got both a key and a monkey. Well, with the key, we can exchange it for another monkey, as there is one in this room. Every time I do it, it hurts. It hurts so much, but I have to share the pain with you. It's just, you're my outlet for it, man. You have no idea how much it means to me to be able to share the pain of my puns with other people. There it is. It's all a pain we share. Gotta make it sound like we're in some kind of cult or something like that. There that is. Hiya! Hiya! They've surprisingly a lot of health. So it's gonna take 2 spin attacks to take you out from full health. 2 jump attacks, I mean. Here you are. Just gotta do that. Spank with the blade. Big pots usually have good things in them. Don't know if there's a science behind that. I don't know if that's really a mechanic. I just always have felt that way, that whenever there's big pots, I should attack them. Well, I know what to do here. Oh, what? Why did my controls go up? That was... What? Huh? Is my stick drifting or something? What's going on? I'm not pressing up and it's just going up by itself. I don't know why stick drift is such a common problem now, because like the PS5 controller has that problem too, and it's like, I don't know where mankind forgot how to make analog sticks when they were doing it just fine for decades before. Like, why can't they just use the designs they were using before? Like, you know, obviously your new design is terrible. And I feel like for the Switch, I could kind of understand because mechanisms on portable devices, moving parts are always kind of a difficult thing to get right. It's kind of amazing that the PSP had a disk drive on it on that note, but yeah, I don't get why it's the case for the PS5 controller, given that that's not a portable system and you're not having to design it to be carried around in a pocket, meaning that it has to have some design differences. I heard that I heard that the company that manufactures the sticks for Nintendo also manufactures sticks for Sony, so maybe it's just they chose a bad company and are stuck in a contract. I am making excuses for this problem just off the top of my head, and I don't really mean to. It's just kind of what I'm doing. We got a Meaver stamp for the Hylian letter N. I suppose this could be used to teach you Hylian without having to like go on the internet and learn it. I can kind of read Hylian. It's not something that I ever like went out of my way to like really do. I know that some kids did. I was always one of those kids that could read the unknown language in Pokemon more so than this. Looking at the map, we're doing great. We've cleared out everything in this place. Nothing else for it than to just go onward to the big door. All right, it's time to prove myself. It's time to prove myself. I gotta swing like the king. I've been playing as Donkey Kong in Mario Party for decades. It's in my blood. Let's freaking go. I was so nervous I was gonna screw that up. I have missed that jump before. Before going into the main room. That's a fairy. That can be used to restore 8 hearts, or it can restore you from 0 if you were to die. Basically an extra life. Catch a fairy in a bottle will come to your aid with hearts if your health runs out. Set it to use it YX to restore 8 hearts. You're saying everything that I just said. I do not want that. Do not want that on one of my buttons. I do not want to accidentally tap that button and waste my health recovery at an inopportune moment. Because it will happen, it will happen. Always check pots before a boss. If you're playing on normal mode, there'll be loads of hearts. But let's go. Twilight parasite, Diababa. Oh boy, not what I meant to do, not what I meant to do, not what I meant to do. This fight was so much more awkward when I didn't know the thing with the trigger from a few seconds ago! Oh, I took damage from that, didn't I? Okay, avoid the poison swamp. It is treated as a bottomless pit. You just lock onto a bombling, lock onto the head, feed him. What is this thing? Okay, maybe this is not the time for this, but I feel sorry for him. Like, really, I take pity on this guy. You have an eyeball on the tip of your tongue. Every time he eats something, he risks stabbing himself through the eyeball with his teeth. And do you see how many teeth he's got? Like, I'm sorry, Mother Nature, natural selection, whoever is to blame. Not the best design choice for this guy. This guy must have a miserable life. No wonder he's evil. Even worse, okay, there we go. Use the lock on. You can deliver it like that. Using the, oh God, no! It was supposed to hit him in the eye. You can just keep cycling lock-ons. Keep holding the button, and there it is. We fed that one. Just gotta keep, come on, Ook, come on, Ook. We have help from the last monkey. There we go. It's got the bombling, delivered it to him. And now, spank and poke. Spank and poke. Quickest way to take him out. You will get damage capped eventually. You can't just keep doing damage endlessly as long as you're quick. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. I am trying to, had to use my fairy. Had to use my fairy, I'm not gonna have it for something else. Even more embarrassing, this guy's name made me laugh the first time because I didn't get that it was Diabolical Baba. I thought his name was a reference to diabetes, so. I remember when I was younger, people were telling me that I was like gonna get diabetes with how much candy I ate and everything, and I thought of this guy every time as like, kind of the face of it. Oh boy, but I fed you through the back of your head. That was almost impressive. Hit you, and there we go. Please do it. No. Under the bombling. Ook, 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 ook. Ukuku Prairie? No. Can I do this? I'm gonna just do this though, because the lock-on trick is not working. Okay, do that, hit you. There we go. Much easier that time. Jump attack. Oh, oh! It's okay, he's used to it. It happens every time he eats breakfast. God, that would certainly wake you up in the morning, stabbing yourself through the eyeball with your friggin' teeth. And then like, okay, beyond even that, he has mouths for hands. Every time you'd have to handle something, you would like risk getting sick. You'd probably get sick all of the time. And then you also would taste everything you pick up. God, what a pitiable life this guy led, and we just killed him. Well done. That's what I was looking for. That's a fused shadow. It's what the light spirit called dark power. Do you remember what that spirit said about how you had to match the power of the King of Shadows? Could it really be so easy? Is this all there is to it? There's a total of 3 fused shadows. I think the other light spirits have the rest. If you want to know exactly what fused shadows are, well, maybe I'll tell you if you find the other 2. I guess you'd better do your best to find them, huh? So let's not waste any more time here when we could be looking for the other 2. I'll get you out of here. You pick up the heart container that fell out of that thing. You're not the boss of me! Actually, you kinda are. I'm going for a swim. Whoa, oh, that looks so it goes down so freaking far. Well, at least he lived in a deep body of water. He didn't really get much room to move around, but he could like go up and down a lot. Yeah, it's really for the best that I killed him. You got a heart container! Your life energy is increased by 1 and been fully replenished! At least we're out of 3 heart territory. Now it'll get a little easier. Wanna go outside? Are y'all done here? Yeah. The early game in hero mode is really, really rough. I was expecting to die a couple of times early on, and I died more than that.